ready. Hello. I'm back. It's been a while. It's been a little while. Hello. I intend to actually try and make some progress. Hello, Albion. Hope you and Guard are having a good day. Happy birthday to Guard as well. Hopefully you've had some fun times. I'm just gonna get right into it because I just want to actually make some progress for once. God knows I need to. You've had a good day, that's good. I'm glad. Now what the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, I need a playback device. I am doing my best. I'm doing the best I can. And I can't do much. God, it's only day 2 and I'm on like my 5th stream. Ugh. I need to dedicate more hours to this than I do. I really, really do. What checks are open for me to do? We're so back, Bofa. Yes, we are. Well, I'm partly back. I'm doing what I can. And what I can do is struggle at Disco Elysium with all of my important skill checks locked. Wait, hang on. Still quite away from a level up. Okay. Ahoy, Zyrehex. Been really ill this past week. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, no, past couple of weeks. Tricky. They've been tricky. That's okay. Not your fault. It's no one's fault, really. I thought there was a sleeping dock worker here. I guess not anymore. Dear God, what do I do? The room one is broken. And I can't afford the pawn shop one. Who was she again? Oh, she was the witness. But we need to give her time. He's probably across the lock. That doesn't open until tomorrow. I really didn't know what I'm doing. I guess I need XP, so let's just try and do as many of these checks as I can.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Persuade him to give you some money. I mean, I gotta just get XP, so I gotta risk it.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
I want your money now.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
I don't know, it's just the only thing I could come up with in my head to ask you. I need to get money somehow.
Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Yeah.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
Okay. Listen, I just gotta try these checks. Like, I don't know how else you get XP. Map wall. I hear that money can't buy you happiness, but it can buy you things that make you happy. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. I can only hear rain.
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
I have 8 suspects and 0 money. Why can't I have 0 suspects and 8 money? Yeah, that's a good one, Zohex. I do wish. Do you wish I had some money right now?
Displays Ozon. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of
I've already
radiating
done all
outwards
this.
from you. The suzerain Revachol. The ocean breaks apart connections. You have little idea. Perhaps they
So where's the check it's telling me I have?
gods of distance and outer dust.
Oh, this. What? Is that?
The north coast of a verdant to the east.
I thought those were just
Rotula.
dialogue checks.
It's so small. No. This is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still...
What? This game confuses me sometimes. What am I doing something so wrong about this game? Interfacing. Am I stupid? Like, genuinely, with this game, I sometimes wonder. Like, I'm on my 5th stream. I've got how many hours in this game now? 17.6 hours. I'm on the 2nd day. 5th stream. Oh, I've bought the map already. So I can't do the check. Oh, the interface check, it was to steal it, wasn't it? I remember that now. So it doesn't update these if you've lost a chance. Which is why there's still a sleeping dock worker. Which means a bunch of these I might not even be able to do. Because I'm pretty sure I've tried to conceptualize Tommy before. So, I'm generally lost. Have I just like... Is it possible to screw up so hard in this game that you just can't progress? Because I get this feeling like I can't progress. Like I wasn't able to get up. Like there's a check up here to get into the docks. And I failed that. And I'm pretty sure I've already checked the abandoned... I've already checked the abandoned lorry. You can always progress. But I'm confused, how do you progress if it locks out the checks until your next level up? You know? Like, if I can't do these checks again until I level up, how do I then level up? Okay, I'll do some laps then.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to...
Let's not talk to the racist lorry driver. I guess I can look for litter. So, how's everyone's, what has everyone been up to while I've been gone? Because, I've been up to very little. I guess I've been playing Magic the Gathering. I've got a, like... I've reinstalled Magic the Gathering Arena, and I've been playing a black and white deck, and a black and blue deck, and just a black deck. Vampires, fairies, and zombies, mostly. And that's been fun. And I did go out with a friend and looked around a bunch of nerdy stores. She wanted to kind of like do a thing where she, I guess, kind of relived her childhood a little bit and was buying lots of like sort of toys and other silly things like blind boxes, you know? She felt like she missed out on a lot of things. So I joined her while she went around and bought stuff. Silly things. Oh, is the stream dying. It's saying my chat's connecting. Hello? Did it cut out? Still here? Okay, good. I won't have to edit the VOD. Can I go in here again? I forgot. No, I can't. Hi, Splin. Oh, your first time chat. Hi, hi. How you doing? I hope you're well. I'm struggling to be a good detective right now. Finally get to catch a stream. I'm glad. Oh. Let's read this book. This is my 5th stream playing this, and I'm only on the 2nd day, and I've barely
In your
progressed.
hand, you hold 16 Days of Coldest April by Yekatina Dar. The cover image shows a row of concrete apartments above which span a black and white rainbow.
Feels heavy.
Indeed, the book is unusually heavy in your hands, as though the cover were lined with lead.
You're usually worky when I'm live. Oh. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I know time zones are why you basically haven't caught streams, so I've never been like, oh, why is Splin never here? I'm just happy to see you drop by. The book is unusually heavy in your hands.
It would do that in Grad.
How long is this book?
You flip through the book. The pages are thinner than you realized, and the type quite small and tightly set. It's nearly 600 pages long.
Look at the back cover.
The back cover is dominated by a black and white photograph of the author.
I know.
She can't be much older than her mid-30s in this photograph. And yet, from this cover, the eyes of a sad old woman
I need some
stare
water.
back at you.
Oops, sorry. Oh god, why's my hand doing that? Oh god. There we go. Yeah, I think I do need a new wrist, to be honest. You know what? I needed to waste time, right?
In cold, detached
I'll
prose,
start reading it.
the author describes a scene from one of the Yugograd riots in the 20s. Youths overturned motor carriages and set trash cans ablaze, while heavily armored guardsmen dash in and disperse them in a flurry of baton blows. As ethnic tensions run wild, a pair of young lovers meet each other on the street. Somehow, in the middle of all the chaos, they manage to lock arms and look into each other's eyes.
What happens next? Do they get beaten by police brutality?
It would physically hurt you to keep reading. Are you sure?
It would... Go on, read 10 more pages.
They go through a brief and somewhat awkward love affair. And in the end, they betray each other and succumb to the absurdity of Gradian life.
It actually did hurt me.
Becomes a lens grinder, completely abandoning his former existence.
A lens grinder. Wait, is lens grinder what I think it is? Is that what I did? I think that's literally what it is, yeah. that's another word for somebody what I did, which is an optical lab technician, grinding down lenses for glasses. A man became an optical lab technician like me.
He toils through the daily drudgery at the Lenka Polyfabricate. Happiness and fulfillment have eluded him his whole life. And in the end, he has nothing to do but dedicate himself to the craft.
Mood.
She spends the next several decades standing at a conveyor in a Sosnovyj fish processing plant. The smell of fish guts slowly seeps into her hair and skin, as every single one of her dreams dies, one by one.
Damn.
The memory of their short time spent together tortures the former lovers ceaselessly until the end of their days. Years pass in solitude, their bodies growing ever more decrepit.
Do you think if I spoke to a therapist, they'd probably be recommending I don't play this game? Maybe it's not for you know, maybe it's not a good therapy game. No, the birds didn't hurt me. No, the birds were lovely. It was I loved that book. Why can't I put this book away?
As life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with regret.
Well, I regret picking up that book. What game? I'll try it and tell you. 2 weeks later, sorry, I quit. Oh. Just disturb more people.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
Okay, Kim. I listened to him. Go have another look at this communist head.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man.
Salute it.
Whoever lives here definitely shares your enthusiasm. There aren't many...
Gotta salute the father of the revolution as I walk past. Ooh. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. And I hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. Ooh, someone's watching me from the curtains. I'm pretty sure there's a guy I can speak to at this time of day now. Was it... Am I too early? Was it like maybe 9 that they wanted me to come here?
This door is made of metal and appears no one answers.
We should return in the evening.
Damn it.
9 p.m. the earliest.
Couple of hours too early. How do I waste time in this game? Like, is there actually a way to pass time? Because it would be really nice if there was. I guess that's part of the game, though, right? Is that you're actually having to do everything in kind of like a real time, quote unquote.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Do drugs and alcohol to pass the time. Well, could do.
Yeah. Why? It's a...
Why must we stop to look at it?
Because it's a skill check, Kim. That's why we have to stop and look. Here, Zyhex told me to smoke.
There it is. A brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light
Yeah,
up.
I don't need to listen to
Become
you
yourself.
to do bad things, Zyhex. I'll be real. It's pretty easy to influence me.
Oh yes, Bratan! Please light up! You need a trooper between your lips right now! Calm your shit down! Go to Pleasureland! Become a genius!
Hey, you know what? Smoking is cool, apparently.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop hair, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go. The lighter's dark green disposable plastic. Safety's off. In your case, the safety is always off.
Dip that bad boy in the flame and breathe in.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
Chill as balls. You know, honestly, cigarettes. Kinda sexy. Bad for you. Shouldn't do it, but kinda sexy. Got a mysterious feel to it, you know? A little bit cool and edgy. Will give you cancer, but hey, you'll look hot with cancer. Don't smoke, kids. Scribbled between the fires of a page 3 girl. L'origine de disco. Nice. Yeah, 2 minutes gone, it worked. I completed a secret task. So apparently, I can get XP for doing drugs and shit, so... Let's go see if I can get some more. This is how we're going to progress. Electrochemistry, baby. Okay, have a good day at work, Splin. Thanks for dropping by.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Beer.
Here you go, mister.
Beer me. Bye-bye. Boom.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here's where the magic happens.
Look at the bottle.
What a solid can of mass-produced piss water. Well over 10% alcohol in this so-called beer. Pop it open before it gets too warm. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it.
I'll open a bottle.
There's a satisfying pop as the cap comes off, and the hair on your back rises like an army at attention. You've been here before. Welcome back, detective. You're home now. You see a flash of teeth, a young woman smiling at you near some railway overpass in your ruined past. She is gorgeous, and she is yours.
Huh. The previous love, I suppose.
A golden sun melts down your throat, its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting. You're you again. A real cop, a real detective. Incredibly well done. From the void we came, and to the void we must return.
This reopens my skill checks. And I'll tell you what we need. We need Savoy Fair to get over that ledge. And we're going to try and do it. Which means I need... I might need to take my shoes off when I do it. Let's go see if we can take that leap. And I'll have to remember to take my shoes off because they give me a negative. They're a bit too disco for doing parkour. That's actually a found slogan from an aggressive youth-oriented campaign. Socks only.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings
Oh,
is
God.
still caught on the railing.
I've got to fucking try. Yeah, no.
Nope, no. That's... you could have died there.
I got you, Bratan. Let me just adjust your breathing a little bit. There, isn't that better?
God, I can't breathe at all. Stop doing this to me, Necktie. You're supposed to be a friend.
Hey, what's happening? You okay?
Uh-oh. I'm alright, Kim. I can't breathe.
It's okay. You're just having a little panic attack. Try to breathe as slowly as you can, alright?
He shakes you gently by the shoulder. Oh, thank you, Kim.
The necktie lets go a little. Its vicious grip easing around your neck. Colors return to the world around you.
I think it's working.
Good. We can always come back when you are feeling better. It's just a cloak after all.
There's also a way into the dockyard, which is kind of what I wanted more than the cloak. liquid courage might end up counterproductive. Yeah, probably. Speaking of, I should probably put that away. At least my checks will have opened back up. With the level up. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it's only if you get a point in that that opens back up, right? Like you need to have the point in that challenge type. I should have gone conceptualization or something. I should have lent into something I was already good at. I've kind of spread my skill points too wide. Maybe I should have spent a skill point to learn something. Maybe I was stupid.
Damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often.
Who did I tell to fuck off again?
No, you shouldn't. You're an officer of the law.
Kim, I think I should tell people to fuck off more often. It felt really good.
Not as a general rule, but that one was justified. Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
Fuck yeah, motherfuckers.
That's the spirit.
Hey, that healed my health.
Never forget. The whole world's a wooden house, and you're a goddamn flamethrower.
This is my listen to the bad voices arc. Today's episode. Let's go talk to the supremacists and see what happens. I don't think I can do anything up here.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
So, Hex, if you have a lot in common with Half-Life, I'm a bit confused. Half-Light, rather.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the Union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien concept to the Simonees.
Ugh.
Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
Is it this hard for everyone who plays this game? Maybe I legit just need to wait for the next day.
Yes?
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have some more report.
That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard. Completely uncocked material, if you say so yourself.
Glasses are cool,
Are
actually.
They're mostly just cumbersome.
You don't look like other people around here is, well, you know.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
You're only making it sound uninteresting.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular Revacholier.
Fair enough.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
Good for him. Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Oh. Ask again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
It's a powerful eyebrow.
The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you. It's like you're locked down.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
He knows.
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
Give up. There's nothing you can do.
The
Damn.
lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
I think we know who's the top and who's the bottom then. Do you ever talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just an observation.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
What do you mean distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
Is this like a canon explanation for why I run around looting random objects? Is it because I was trained to prioritize containers? Why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
There's like a canon reason for why I run around clicking on all of the
mental stereotypes is not
clicking on
usually his
containers.
oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Can we go over the preliminary info?
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
Actually,
There's
no.
no real. 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about the security.
We've already done this, actually.
Okay, then. Good.
I don't really want to hear it all again. I want to, like, do stuff. Can I just sit down for a bit, please? Would that be okay?
The warning.
No, damn it, Kim. Same as always, won't let me sit down.
That page 3 girl, she must be the most beautiful page 3 girl ever printed. And look at those freckles. The origin of disco. Makes you want to dive into the boogie, doesn't it? Get closer to disco itself with Miss Page 3. Come on, beauty is inviting you on a pilgrimage. A pilgrimage you can make with just your hand.
Now, hang on. Is this what happens when you two get together? Hang on.
Yes. Sure is.
I don't feel like I want to go down this path. How exactly can I travel to the ocean of disco with Miss Page 3?
Come on. Don't say you've forgotten that as well. You can feel what you want to do. You want to party.
Kim is right there. Kim is right
party
there.
Right now with Miss Page 3. Unzip and party. That's exactly what I mean. Unzip and party down on yourself, my man. No one's watching. Except Miss Page 3, of course.
But Kim...
Look at her thighs. Between her thighs. And what are you waiting for, man? Party with Miss Page 3 all the way to Disco Zero.
Should I invite Kim?
Absolutely not.
No, I'm not
Fuck,
doing this.
Fuck. But it's the origin of all disco, buddy. Why not?
Come on, Bratan! You're so close to disco! Take it out and jack it!
There's more to disco, and to me, and to the
And
fit
more
than
than
that.
that, you're sad. There's an absence inside of you. Something missing that may have been freckled too.
Why do I hurt all of a sudden?
The furnace has long been cold, despite itself. You're too sad to jerk off.
What the heck?
This is not the first time this has happened, either.
Oh, I need to turn my bot back on. They filter all that stuff out for me. Where? My bot is on, isn't it? Is Nightbot in there? Oh well, I did get rid of the timers that like do the links because they They were happening a lot, you know. The command still exists, though. Like, I'm pretty sure you can do exclamation point commands. Yeah, Nightbot still exists. He's just not doing his job.
Then it is truly over. You are beyond the help of the Page 3 girl. You are truly doomed.
I wasn't about to start whacking one out in front of Kim. You know? We're not at that point in our relationship yet. God, what am I meant to do? Oh, I'm so lost. This is an embarrassing game to stream when you get stuck. I wonder at what point Kim would stop you. Probably as you're unzipping, I imagine.
The display rack is this is entirely...
I haven't got enough money to buy a book to read that to pass time. Let's test that theory, Zyhex.
Yes?
Yeah, he doesn't care. I could have unzipped and he wouldn't have thought about it. Wait, did I not put my shoes back on? I didn't. Whoops. You knew he was freaky like that. Maybe. The yellow is in the window. Those aren't flowers that were left for class. Oh, I see.
The tear machines. Your bottles clunk into the...
Yay, 30 pence. Genuinely, what am I missing in this game? What am I not understanding about this game? Am I just bad at this? There's got to be something I can do, right? Does the time even pass when you're not doing anything? Like, if I just stand here, does the time pass? Or do I have to do things?
Yes?
So, like, if I... So talking makes time pass. I feel like I spoke to so many people.
Can I help you?
Predators of men in overalls toting guns and Union placards. You know what? I don't think we did check the ledger, did we?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside.
Well, we might have
Barely
actually.
held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to January 51. You don't exactly. It takes about half an hour
Here we
to
go.
piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want? This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202,
This will pass a ton of time.
graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class." People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the Next World mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Read on.
The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3.
Huh.
The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options.
Is it right or wrong? I don't fully understand it. Is it a rich person talking down on the lower class, or is it the lower class? Because it said it's by a rich person, right? Or rumored to be rich. I don't fully understand it. Failed real estate development. All of Lakeside, Central Jamrock and Villalobos participate in the vote. Remove the mural.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority. And that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us.
Wait, I'm not fully understanding what I picked here. Am I too stupid for this game? I think I might be. I must have voted to remove the thing because I don't believe in that rubbish one bit.
No one cares what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger. What do you want to tackle next? Or are we done?
The unsolvable case.
AKA Leslie and Burke. AKA The public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way
No,
to
I'm
you.
sick of you,
Why
coffee stream bot.
accepted
Get out of
it,
here.
It is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in general,
I'm sick of all the
know
bots in the
it's
chat.
unsolvable.
I know I set it up, but I don't care about it anymore.
You were so drunk you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. That, or you were high. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to bypassers and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rear-view mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which, in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability on par with you ceasing to produce the expression.
Can we just keep them off the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition, because that's where the action is. Threatening, fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing?
Presumably both property damage and public indecency.
No, that's Burke. Leslie's shtick is flashing
right.
his genitals, remember? How will you ever solve the unsolvable case if you can't even get that straight? Well, turns out it's pretty simple. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have confused it with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. You're also drunk. Drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face, then proceed to beat him unconscious with it. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke. Kill them. They broke it. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore.
But damn.
Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved.
Moral of the story is violence is the answer, apparently.
Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one?
I think one more would get us to the next day, I think.
It would be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
a sequence killer.
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next? Don't worry. One day.
The couch in an unexpected location.
Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
I don't see the issue. They looked really cool.
Yes, as you said here, insufferable rock and roll assholes. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it was. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual.
I'm not seeing the issue.
Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations.
Oh,
to
did they
you.
leave it behind?
Case solved.
Was it litter? Okay, no, I do see the issue.
No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next?
I thought they were just like taking their couch to different places and chilling on it, and I would have been like, that's fine. But if they're leaving it behind with litter, then yeah, assholes.
Murder. Tum-tum-tum at the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead, of circumstances completely unconnected to murder at the hookah parlor.
How?
Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner J.M., only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented in your case files. Stop stalling and get to the murder at the hookah parlor.
Right, on with the murder.
Joseph Mills was on this case that he just couldn't solve. Was doing it solo. Said it was a real nutcracker, a real brain twister. Was on it for, like, a month. The captain got impatient. Shit or get off the pot, Mills. Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory, as outlandish as they seemed. Still couldn't solve the murder at the hookah parlor. Tough case, he said. Toughest he's ever had.
But was he a good cop?
No, he was awful. Awful sense of humor, too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey. Still, he'd been on it for months now. Said it was the final case. Said it was uncrackable. That murderer vanished into thin air. That goddamn hookah parlor was all he talked about.
Go on.
Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day.
Really stupid.
Yeah. So anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlor, in the middle of the day. No one else is in there. Only client that day. In perfect health, too. Some kind of movie producer. No one enters. No one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 15:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor with his skull busted open, blood everywhere. What happened? How can it be? Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin, movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlor. You see cushions around the table. Tables low, heavy, really sharp edge.
He sucked hooker, stood up, passed out, hit his head on the table and died.
See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom.
And what was he doing there for 6 hours?
Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was Murder at the Hookah Parlor. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective, and about 30 minutes has passed, piecing it together. Next. Not much has changed in the meanwhile. A bunch of sodden papers still sags from the clipboard.
Browse the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What type of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Misconduct fine.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Station call.
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police
So this
station.
is basically my tickets
Below
board.
the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute.
Field autopsy.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them
Oh
to
shit, the
people.
21 thingy, yeah.
Fines for wrongdoers. Interview. The rest of the stinking cellulose is
Shit.
much worse for wear.
Thank you. Let's get to the apartments. Might not be too late. I'm sure he'll love the cops showing up at 11. Who wouldn't? Maybe I should make sure I've got some authority to me. I might need it. You're right, there is never a good time for cops, really.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight. And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Yes, the cleaning lady let us in.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
I'm just trying not to screw anything up,
Beautiful.
he says again. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday.
It does feel like the end of the week. It's so magical. The white falling against the black.
Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
It's important we talk again.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, all right?
Something different about him I can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
Ah, I see. I see how it is. Why is his shit always unbuttoned?
His shirt.
Why is Kim?
His shirt. His shirt. No, I don't know why his shirt is always unbuttoned.
And I think Kim knows. Kim's like, you know, that meme with the raised eyebrow and the pride flag, like, I know what you are.
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
Kim, don't be mean. A quarterly business magazine. An empty ashtray. Dishes soaked in a pot. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Flyers for underground parties. Old photo of the same apartment. Expensive men's perfume. A silk robe. Hang on a second. That looks dreadful. Hang on. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let's try to remain slightly professional for now. Oh, not the conical hat. That feels insensitive. Expensive canopy bed. Buckets of paint. Right.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual moves his cufflinks.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior.
Okay.
Superior, but he's not in the command chain. His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé.
And you are hanging out in the apartment of a rather effeminate man, I suppose.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
No, first ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Yes, make it clear you're the one setting the terms here. Yeah, let's fuck with him. Who does he think he is? Assisting you?
Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony.
That didn't work at all. What was that? You were supposed to fuck with him, not compliment the decor. The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
Did you witness it?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Is it because you did it?
Because I did it?
He's clearly not a man accustomed to being spoken to in that manner, let alone to being accused of murder.
I'm going to play bad cop with him. Don't jerk my chain, paper jockey.
What's the meaning of this? Is your colleague here trying to arrest me?
He sounds almost mocking, saying those words. Arrest me.
There is no meaning, sir. Please excuse my colleague. This case has been a great strain on his nerves.
This is less good cop, mad cop, and more good cop, insane cop.
Back off. Now. This man has diplomatic immunity. It serves no good to accuse him of a crime he didn't commit.
Fine.
Well, I can certainly understand that. That hanging was a surreal play. Everything since then has been too. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Were any of them huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
What happened next?
I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Men? Women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
But we are fairly certain the lady driver was present.
Are you sure at least one of them wasn't a woman?
It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember.
Ethnicity?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. and I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
It is insane detail. Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening?
This is sus.
approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Oh, thank you for your time.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Great, that was nothing. What's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
And what are you doing here?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat.
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stabilité. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Intern.
What is this international community?
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution. Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration.
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
Well, fuck it.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stabilité works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not answering my questions at all.
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Sure, it's probably got XP in it.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the Moral Intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad.
Damn it.
You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the Moral Intern's commitment to transparency. Whatever you wish, officer.
Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
And what are you doing in this apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
There's a dead body hanging in the tree.
A dead body we still need to get down, by
It should
the
be
way.
Kim. I know.
Listen.
The baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
Someone's baby is crying.
No, listen. The Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
Okay, but I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
You still haven't told me who he is, though.
Sorry. Who?
Your friend is smoking on the balcony.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
But what's his name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information.
So is he, like,
I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right?
working for him, maybe?
Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Is he like some kind of agent? Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking.
I could see him
who knows?
working as
The
some
world
kind
is
of,
open wide for a talented youth.
you know, contact for him. How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
Never heard that before. Is it warm there? Cold?
It's warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's menage decided to emigrate.
I had something else in mind.
I'm all ears, officer.
Which was, I've got all I need.
A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time.
Let's have one more look around the
I
apartment.
should be leaving. Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful...
I'm pretty sure I got everything. Yes.
Was there anything else? Of course.
Done with him. Vigorous self-critique. You know what? If it's 6 hours of research time, it must be good. Let's have some self-reflection. And go to bed on it. This is dingy. Nighty night, Kim.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
The system failed me.
Yes, your body is a system, and it's failing you because you're failing it.
These are my just desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity.
There's no dignity here. Only reflections of your body mass. Flashes of the day. You keep coming back to yourself in the mirror, but why? To admire all your accomplishments? You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Some of them are. Some of them are nice. Others are scared. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
This game's a lot. Morning, Kim.
Yes?
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Hang on, you're a patrol officer of the RCM?
Yes, I am.
I'm a cop too.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
Oh, Kim, don't be mean. I want a murder investigation. Are you the cavalry?
I'm definitely not the cavalry.
Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you?
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
Something changes in her. It's pity. Pity comes over her.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
What precinct are you from?
What precinct?
Am I from? God, he doesn't know.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
What? Cool.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, Judith.
What are you doing here?
I'm just looking out for...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
A policewoman?
Yes. A policewoman who just wants to do her job. That's all.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you, the energy between you two, is making her uncomfortable.
Who the hell's this guy?
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
I know, it's intentional.
Like undercover?
Well, as far as disguises go, this is one of the best I've seen. I mean, I could swear you're an actual bomb.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What do you want?
Okay, so this guy is cool. He stands there like a statue, an angry statue, and he does not like you.
There's something strange about this guy. I figured out.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
It's 69. 41st.
Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good.
Let's talk. Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
Huh? I guess he just didn't do a voice line for this. Okay. Oh, the hypothetical 4-1. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. You're not busy, you're not busy. Let's just play around. What would our relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Kim's cooler than you.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
The lieutenant is silent.
Oh my god. I just got an achievement called Good as the Good Cops. And it's for really getting Kim to trust me. Literally, it says, really get Kim to trust you. Kim's favorites. Like partners in crime?
No, because in this thought experiment, we are police officers in a police station.
I maxed out my
crimes.
Kim
We're not
relationship
crime, bro.
status, I guess.
Come on, stop it.
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
What else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but police officers.
This guy's a massive jerk. I don't understand anything he's saying.
Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang.
Who is the far-out son of Lang?
Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by the sunglassed man.
I can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
His grey eyes suddenly flash above the glass frames. They feel sad.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Got some questions for you.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
I'm megastar.
Yes, a superstar cop. Of course. This again.
Now will you answer some questions for me? Don't you have to?
No, he doesn't.
If I wasn't clinically depressed, I'd burst out laughing. But I'm gonna go with no right now.
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things.
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Hear that? He wants you to say things. Say one. Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
The person who was hanged is still hanging there. I haven't taken him down.
You're not shitting me, Millen. I can smell it all the way here. The whole town stinks.
We're getting to it. There have been complications.
Can you maybe help?
I would love to, but I'm busy fucking off and not cramping your style. And that might cramp it, you see? Helping
Why
you.
am I even telling you these things?
I don't know. Why are you?
Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow, bouncing those ideas off the man with sunglasses felt calming, like you've done it before.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Let's talk about Hanged Man again.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation. A man is hanged.
So, do you know who hanged him?
Not yet.
Yeah, I can see that.
Why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Oh my god, there.
Okay.
Watch out for you.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Wait, your voice.
Oh really? I wonder where.
When I called in to report it missing, you were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
I have a bit of memory trouble.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
Super weird.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I should just ask him.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
I don't remember you.
God fucking shit.
None of this is great news for him. Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't...
Bye-bye. So I still feel like shit, as it turns out. Here I am trying to get the stream going, and I just feel awful. Just not with it. I'm not with anything at the moment. You know? And this game is not great on the brain sometimes. I'm wondering if it was a wrong choice to stream it, maybe. I truthfully don't know. I mean, I'm enjoying it, but it's got a somber vibe to it that doesn't work on me right now, I guess. So I'm going to call it here. Good night.